Alright, cousins, let's get straight to it. What we doing? So if you missed this morning, don't get mad at me. Alright, you missed it out. But the good thing is when it comes towards trading, we're gonna get straight to it, and you could go ahead and you actually have the opportunity to always catch other sides. This is a disclaimer. Welcome to my stream, stock news and trade ideas. This content is not for informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor under the U.S. Investment Advisor Act 1940 Indian Regulation. All right, so let's get straight to it. So we was hitting calls this morning. All right, now if you went ahead and you missed it, what the goal was, it was the 533 that gave us everything we needed. All right, now this is the thing. I'm a type of person where when I go ahead and I like to trade, I feel like you get more understanding when you go ahead and play the trade. You go ahead and you plan the trade. Literally, you need to look at this morning. And a lot of people, what people fail to do is when something is given to you for free, you usually have to go ahead and what my grandmother told me is something behind it. So my Discord is free, but it's free only for, 6 months because we bring it into class, and then we leave it in the Discord. And for people that have been rocking with me since 2023, we've been from Signal, we've been on Slack, now we going to Discord. We even did Discord before. This is not my first time, doing this. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't lock in with the free side, if you're not locking in with your one-on-ones, if you're not locking in doing your homework and actually studying this, and you didn't do it in 6 months, this means you're not going to go ahead and do it now. And that's okay. Everybody, when it comes towards me, I got people that's hitting me up from 2018. Still. All right. And one guy is literally, I'm like, yo, can I? And he was like, yeah, you can put it up. I asked him, I'm like, we in 2025, bro. You've been hitting me up before pandemic and you're still not. But you don't been about, so from 2018 to 2025, you don't been about maybe 4 different jobs. And you're so busy that I left a job that I was at. And this is where I'm at now. And we're in 2025. And if I didn't make that time, I'll still be working. I said that earlier this morning. So when we look at the trades, me planning these trades live is for you in hopes that you'll take advantage of it. Because I don't get paid for this. I don't get, y'all not liking the thing. Y'all not sitting up here sharing the streams. Like, I'm not getting paid for this. This is all algorithm. So they're not going to show anything unless it's bringing them some type of money. So if I don't go ahead and get nothing from it, I don't give 2 shits. I'm coming here because you could really trade live and get real money. So when I told people how to trade and what to look for, this morning was a perfect example. We was looking at 533. What's even more a perfect example is that they happened to go ahead and when we was looking at SPY at 533, at that particular moment, it went ahead and it was looking at a supply zone. All right. I talk about them a lot. Supply, demand. You do yourself one step further than me and figure out what the hell she keep talking about. And I'm the type of person also, because I look at the charts, I don't go ahead and automatically when I see it being red, I'm like, oh my God, let me get into a put or something like that. Like, I'm really big on me understanding what the overall trend is. So what I mean by that is that for me to say, okay, we got to go to the downside, I need some type of confirmation. So I need 540 will be a break if we do go down the downside. But even so, we may just chop because we had moved about $7. So people don't fit. So, and I tell people all the time, the stock market ain't gonna wait for you to go ahead and be ready to trade. And the guy that I was just helping, I'm trying to go ahead and I told him like, this is that be all. And he said it and then I'm like, do you mind if I share this? He's like, yo, you're getting bigger and bigger as the years are going. Like, you're getting big, and this is no exaggeration. So it's like, don't sit here and be like, wow, I was in her Discord in 2025. Now we're in 2030. She told me how to get 5 stacks with Bitcoin. She was trying to teach me how to trade. And I just was like, nah, I'm going to push around. And then you won't be looking for the kid. And the kid like, what? Huh? Watch the videos. I know how to trade because I'm looking and planning it. Nothing in me when it comes towards trading goes ahead and is going to, well, no. I'm about to say nothing when it comes to trading is going to contradict the chart. Man, we talking about Trump. That man do a tweet, the chart is dead. So let me not even say that. Like, in a regular word, it wouldn't. But right now, we could just be up and down. You got to understand that. The person that understands an up and down chop is going to be way better than the person at the moment it goes down. They're like, oh my God, let me get out. And that's why I like to use smaller time frames to let me see my pullback. Somebody, where is my pen? Hold on, y'all. I don't know where my pen at. You know, if I'm crazy about the pen, y'all know how I feel about the pen. There was a pullback. And my people gotta realize sometimes when there's a pullback, it's a pullback for a major comeback. I used to say that. I say that all the time. And you know, something in the culture that we say. You bounce back for a major comeback. So, and y'all witnessing the bounce back. This is my life, and I'm showing y'all the bounce back. I used to work at Nike, don't work at Nike no more. I plan my trade. I'm like, literally, like, I can't, like, at some point I told somebody else, like, at this point, it's going to meet, what, you want me to trade for you? Like, I can't, like, you know, like, I'm telling you what I did, what got me out of Nike. Like, I literally was playing in my trades. I'm sitting here knowing what side it is. If I automatically think it's another side or not knowing whether it's a consolidation or pull, I had to go back and play. Bar replay is something that, hold on. It's not for this candlestick. I hate that. You got to do it on regular candles. But even on regular candles, it ain't that bad. But you'll see the up and down consolidation. Like, this is up and down. Even on regular candlesticks, up and down. 1 minute, up and down. It doesn't show a trend that's good, but that would make sense. So we pull back a little bit. Now we're going up and down. All right. So for me, it keeps touching 542.50, 542.6. Why would I be looking for a downside if it keeps touching to the upside? Now, not saying that it can't go down. Please understand what the hell I'm saying. But I'm just trying to say, like, why, like, you want to train your brain to see, all right, what's going on with the candlesticks. And if you do bar replay, I feel like, and I'm being so transparent, you could do something like from here. Oh, shit. But basically, what they would do is it'll cut it. I gotta keep, see, I'm so busy, I keep forgetting to do that. I gotta link up a page just for the streaming now that I'm showing shit. And what they'll do is they'll go ahead, it's like literally like how you cut stuff, like rewind things, you press play, you literally go here and like you'll go and it cuts it and it's cool. But that's something that I will utilize a lot. I will utilize that a lot. So this is the thing. We may just bounce from 542 to 541 or even 540. So that's a big, so from 542 down to 540. All right, like let's count them together. 540, 41, 42. You got a $2 move scalping going on. You know, if it happens. So my thing is you reach the high. The high was 543. That's it. High 543. I got out on one of them. One of them I'm still in because I'm trying to see what's going on with the 542.62. Do it wants to go past 542.62? Because at first I said the previous daily low or high was 542.87. That is no longer. So now we're at 543. That's the high we went. So for the people that missed it, whatever, it's like you sometimes can't automatically assume that it's going to go ahead and pull back. Or like, how can I say this? You can't automatically assume it's going to pull back automatically like a knife. When I think of a knife, what I like in the real world, and this is what we usually have done last week or when we were doing puts, we was getting in on it when it was doing one of these numbers. All right, it would get to the high, and we're getting in when we see the V, of course, and then it's going all the way. Now, it may bounce here. You know, it may bounce there, or it gets here, and it may go up and down, which you see like right there. So what happened is a real live example, which is kind of perfect, which is why I tell people, look at your small time frames. Anybody looking like, oh, it moved down $2, now it's puts. All right. Well, by the time you're ready to get in puts, the thing don't bounce because you didn't look at support and resistance. It literally has a support right here. Oh, shoot. What the hell am I doing? It literally has a support in the yellow, y'all. Sorry. This line right here, 541.90. Oh, 59. Let me get that a little better. That was your support. So you went ahead and it went all the way to 40. So unless you got in at 543, mind you gotta. That's why we saying like you gotta really understand the chart. You'll be able to do that at one point when you really get good at it. A 543 would have been an entry for a put, in my opinion. At the high, this is the better plan, and then you ride it all the way down to 540. You doing that from 543 is a $3 move. You can make something shake. Now, if you wasn't quick enough, you would have got, because you didn't look at the small time frames. Now you're back around right here, around this 541.59. But then you get back at resistance at 542.62. That's the resistance. And then now on the 1 minute, I got a demand. So there's somebody sitting there like, oh yeah, getting puts. Okay, well, that's great. It wouldn't make sense to me. And this, I'm being honest with you. Now, don't get me wrong. Why I say you're not going to have an easy, because look what you got on the 5 minute. You got all this shit on 5 minutes. This ain't going to be an easy one. I'm being honest. On a 5 minute, you're going up. Is it going to get 40 to 543 again? It's passing 542.62 now. And I'll make 542.62 that white box. So it's literally passing that now. Does it want back? Anybody, once again, if you are learning how to trade, we play these clips. You could plan your trade off of how I'm saying, because there was a high, but that was a pullback. A pullback for a major comeback. Will this get invalidated? I mean, I don't know, because you really, like, are we going to go to the previously weekly high, which is 544.28? I mean, we get there, it ain't going to be easy, because you're coming across a block on a 5. Only on a 5. On the 15, though, we will have a smooth sailing. That's what I say. You want to look at the bigger time frames. And not only that, but you hit 545, it's over. That's a previous daily high. So nothing. And it is a W. It's a W right here. We talked about W's. Look. Once the stream is done, it's done. The only time you see me stream is when I'm doing the lives and I'm going in regarding the fact of meeting up with cousins from the family, from the Discord. That's when I start streaming again. But this is the whole month of April, and this was tiresome. I ain't gonna lie, I did get some views. I ain't expect to get almost 1,000 views in a month talking about trading. I'm like, wow, that's great. So, like, you know, but I'm a real low-key, chill person. I never wanted to be social media famous. That's never been my thing. I just want to help my people win. For real, for real. I ain't trying to be no Kasha, nah. Like, we ain't trying to be that. Because I need peace. I need a peace of mind. And then you understand, the more you put yourself out there to people, the more they rely on you. Like, when you streaming, when you doing, it's like, bro, come on. So the streams will come in next month still, but they're going to be less of them. You know, maybe I'll just come on Sundays and stuff like that. But for the group, we're streaming. Then it'll be private streams. Still be on YouTube, but you're only going to get it if you get the link. It'll be unlisted. That's what I should say, unlisted private. So that's my thing. 541.59 now don't came support. So my thing is, so one of them I got out. The other one wasn't nothing, especially now that I'm seeing this demand on the 15. We saw it on, you know, but like I said, that 5 got a lot of shit with them. But if the 5 could get through, 543.29 will be touched again. 544.28. Then, like I said, you got that 545.38. Now, 545.42, was it 545.45? 545.45 is your previously daily high. That means yesterday's high. Yesterday's high, right? What's that? Previously daily high. Or the terminology you'll see in the world of trading will be P like in Paul, D like in Dari. It's Gary. I said Dari. But there are people named Dari. But D like in Daniel. And then H is for Harry. So with that, I had to do something with Harry. That's how I go ahead and know what we doing when we doing how we doing. That's how cousin T don't get shanked out. There used to be a time that this little red right here all be inputs. And especially if I see the supply. I would automatically be like boom, but the red candlesticks, especially on this view, this is only a 5-minute view. So this 5 minutes is literally a 10-minute. So in 10 minutes, this is what I want to teach you. Do not allow yourself to get shaken out your trade or afraid if you didn't go. Now, if you didn't look at the chart, you should be afraid. You should be afraid. Yup. Which is why I told people you should go ahead and at some point we all start with trading, and unless you're starting automatically with the charts and you get, assistance, the average person, 95% don't know a damn chart. I know I didn't starting off. So when I was trading, I'm getting to Robinhood. It was really Webull, Fidelity for me before, Robin came around. But when, I'm getting into these apps, I'm just looking at the screen and seeing the money go up or down. We just want to be honest. And most people start off like that. You get the account and you're not too sure of charts, but you're getting in and we're just looking at the money go up and down. But what if I told you the darn chart is going to tell you where the money is more than you looking at your screen and just looking at the contract go up? Because you look at your screen, you look at the contract go up, it's going to affect you out. The moment you see a pullback, all right, the moment that it's going in your favor and it's a call, it comes back a little bit, you shaking up because you see the money dropping, you closing it, and then it goes in your favor. Or you see it coming down, you missed the move, and you like, oh my God. You just seen it wants 544.28. Do it. It really does. It really just went over 543.29. This candle, and I like to wait because you still got 3 minutes on the candle. It's a 5-minute candle. But the 15 is strong enough, which is a bigger time frame than the 5. That would give me confirmation. And like I said, 545.45, what are we doing? So, like, what are we doing? Because it's 546. Crazy, but I do expect, once again, when you get to 544.28, it ain't gonna be smooth sailing either. It ain't gonna be something. We may just get another drop of $1 or two. Who knows? You must be chilling like a villain. And if you watching this, not for nothing, like, why you ain't getting in play? Just what? Huh? I don't. What you gonna play for? Oh, you new. Got it. Okay, cool. Get it. I got it. Oh, you didn't think it was gonna take off, but you've been watching me all week. All right, cool. Get it. Got it. Just trying to figure out why people watching me don't get money with me. I'll just be like, I couldn't watch a motherfucker not get their money. So you literally watching this, playing this out. So I wouldn't. I mean, like I said, somebody that, and back in the day, I would definitely probably kind of put. But now I'm more experienced. I understand a pullback always means a pullback for a major comeback. That's the way I remember it. I use rap lyrics sometimes, and everybody knows that's how it goes. But this is the crazy part. There is no, in my opinion, are we all the way bullish? Meaning that, are we going to be bullish for a long? I don't. It's all in VIX. And I said that earlier. There would be no reason for you to go ahead and want to get a put if VIX ain't going ahead and going up. We looked at VIX. Today's Thursday. We've been looking at VIX. It was like $30, $29 all week. So if VIX ain't going ahead and going up, then you don't need to be going down on no puts. And vice versa. If VIX is still going down, then you need to be going up on calls. But like VIX is, and I keep saying this, but it's like it don't care. VIX does it tried already for 27.11. Is it going to try again for 27.11 again? Alright. Yeah, it's not recognizing a darn thing. Not a darn thing. So yeah, like it went down, then came up. Is it going like this is what you got like Chop. Like, and I ain't gonna hold you. We won't be on to about maybe 12-ish. Like, what y'all want from me? What do you want from me, man? What do you want from me? What do you want? What do you think? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I'm not even mirror. What is Tessie doing? Tessie is getting on my nerves. Like, come drop it. You want to drop it. See, Tessie gonna be another one. Ain't gonna be smooth. Which is why with Tessie, that weekly, if you're down because you did a high risk and you probably, this is the thing. Welcome, cousins. Welcome to the stream, right? If you, and I say this a lot, right? If you, sweet baby Jesus, are the first time into one of my streams and you don't know what's going on, but you know how to trade. You trade before, right? But you never trade a ticket or whatever. Why you don't want to practice it? You don't want to try it? Like, you just want to go full in. Especially your first time. You don't know me from Cannon Bank. Like, what? Like, come on, people. But what I always say is with Tessie, it definitely teaches you a lot. So where would I leave the trade at? Like, all right, it would definitely have to be. This is the thing, it's gonna be hard. Maybe like 252-ish, 251-ish. Because it is a May. It's not going in until next week. So, you know, the tight, you want to keep it tight, but don't want to keep it too tight. Because then it pop the hell off on you. So, for next, now this is the thing. This week, you may be just done. Because we already almost at 12. You got a weekly tomorrow it ends. You know what I'm saying? So you may just be done. But for people that got next week, like me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we 253. I would feel comfortable. But see, that's the thing. Where's Tessie at? Yeah, 255. Yeah, 253, 251. Then 252-ish. Sometimes I gotta, that's probably be like, all right. I don't know why. Maybe because I was streaming, I was looking at some notes at the same time too. No, I didn't put a stop. You did put a stop loss with Tessie, you good. That's one thing I can't say. I feel like Tessie should put a stop loss. There's people that help trade it that don't put a stop loss in it because they do have the opportunity of watching it. But I am going to start implementing that very more when it comes towards the class of 25. That I want everyone at least to know what a stop loss order is and how to do it. Now, if you decide not to do it between you and the guy you serve, but at least you know what it is, and that's the option to you. All right? Yeah, we may get up and down chop. Because Tessie over 257, 258, really 259, it wants that 260 wall. Like, it wants it, Tessie. Alright, what are you doing? Now, on a 1 minute, it did a change of character. So, 258 is very strong for Tessie. But it's being stubborn. I won't even say stubborn. It may chop up to get to there. But like I said, it loses 253, 51, 253 to 52. It's like, ooh, I may have to leave you if we get to that with Tessie, all right? For anybody that's in. Since we're here, I'm going to try to get more into futures too. I'll be forgetting for y'all. So, boom, 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 boom. All right, so yeah, this one is NQ. So NQ is a micro. Not micro, lying. It's a mini. You got micros, you got minis. So NQ is a mini. We getting trading futures, just different ways you could trade. Previously weekly high. So VIX, did VIX go off again? What VIX doing? The VIX is going up though. That's what I'm saying. It is in us like it's where VIX is at now. I do expect up. I expect down because where it's at is in demand. But it did at one point, literally at 10:20, reach 27.15. And now we're shooting it now. Shooting it now. That thing has created a fair value gap on the 5. Oh. And that's why I say use VIX. VIX is going to let you know everything you need to know. So it reached 540. 543.87. 543.87. It's trying to come back down a little on a 1 minute. Let me look at some bigger time frames. Yeah, I still have a 5 minute. Let's just get invalidated. On the 15 minute. It's still trying to do what it need to do. I really would like to see how we go ahead how if this 15-minute candle close. Meaning that would it close all the way up here? And does the next 15-minute candle go up here? Or does the next 15-minute candle go like right here? Or it don't move at all and this is just hover around 543. Because now we're going between 543 and 5, and that's how you trade with the chart and trade it a little smart. So that's why I always tell people, definitely look at the chart. Definitely contrast. It's a two-system thing, right? And unfortunately, when you're not looking at the stream every day, you're kind of missing the system process, and that's cool. If you're only kind of tuning in with the Discord, then you're going to miss the process too. That's cool. But it's going to depend on you to kind of like catch up and develop a schedule. So is that Nike, and I said this earlier, I used to work at Nike. My schedule was, I devoted because Sundays I was off, which is what got me into studying and making Sunday a study day. Sundays I was off. The store that I was assigned out of at Paramus, that's my assigned store, or my what they call it, the head store, or where I come out of. 365. That really was the name, but that's the store number, 365, I think, or it's 356, one of those. But every store number in Nike has like numbers to it. Just like every Target, whatever. So that number, I think it was 356 or 362 was Paramus. And I had to go ahead and on Sundays, locked in all day. During the weekdays, it was 3 days a week for an hour, at least an hour. And if you don't get that hour in, like I tell people, it's kind of like I said, it's like you doing a skill with practicing basketball, anything. Like, people, unfortunately, got this thing where it's like, oh my God, I'm going to get in, I'm going to get a couple. And I get it all the time. People follow my trades, whatever, and they get like 50%, 200%. And 9 out of 10, if I go ahead and when I hit them up, like, oh, yo, you ever do a trade plan? You ever do how's your study schedule going? Or let me see your chart. You're like, nah, I ain't got that. I just, I'm like, okay, cool. Now, the person that does the study chart, they got like 1,000-some%. And I be like, yo, let me see your chart. And like, yeah, it's right here. I'm like, oh, sure, let me see your trade plan. I just want to see what you, like, how it looks. I'm like, yo, it's right here. So I'll be like, damn. But it's like, I don't know what they doing. But what I'm doing kind of works. And this week was crazy. Like, literally, and this is no exaggeration. That's why I was like, yo, I don't want to be outside. I mean, now, don't get me wrong, that option, it was $2,500 for the XPX. I gave y'all the 5,400 one, but the XPX, I closed out, like, kept it honest. But I had another one. It was a 5320, right? 53, yeah, like a 53 call, something like that. But it was definitely way more, like 2,500. That shit stacked 16K yesterday. It really went to it went to like 18. And one of the other cousins, it was live and direct. It went to 18, but then it went to 16. So you had 16. Then you had the one from 2 weeks ago, that 18. And we're not adding in any other of the trades. If you don't tap in with trading, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Like, and unfortunately, we have people in this freaking web that it's like they pocket watch people's pockets and trades and like, yo, yeah, you made money and you made mad money. And like, yeah, I did. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of me making the money? Like I said it on the last stream. You watching somebody that sat here is dedicating their free time. That at one point, 2026, y'all think I'm gonna have time? 2026, I'm trying to take this as like I'm having community centers. I'm trying to like literally like the CDIL loan proposal is already typed the fuck up. This is going to be because you ain't got time to stream. I guess catch the streams in the community centers. And I'm coming from Jersey to DC. I'm going to Philly with the community. We all over. Going to Houston, Seattle, where we at? North Carolina, Texas. Like, let's go. Y'all think I'm going to be streaming? I ain't got time to stream. Hey, I better take this for what it's worth. Shoot. Like, now, unless YouTube caught me a contract, then it's different. You know what I'm saying? Unless YouTube cut me a contract. But I'm being honest with y'all, the money that I don't see what's the benefit of being a streamer. If it wasn't for a group, I wouldn't be doing this. I promise you I wouldn't. I feel like you get more understanding of how to trade when you're seeing a person doing live. I don't care what nobody say. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are like, oh no, I don't trade live. I don't know how to trade live. Or they are intimidated to trade live. But it is intimidating. It really is. But look, I feel like you know what the hell you doing. What's the problem? What's the problem, Bob? So yeah, 543.87. But you got this whole darn block on the 15. Let's say it's invalidated. The 30, which is still like the 15. That block on the 30, the same one for the 15. So I want y'all to be like, oh, you got one on the 32. That's the same one for 15. Just going down the street, y'all. But you don't got one on a 45. You don't have one on a 45. So 544.28. Those previously weekly highs, previously daily highs, whatever you want to call them, they mean something. And I say so much that in Tessie, yeah, I'm about to, 11 o'clock, y'all should already know. That's another thing. Views, why you ain't even knowing the times on how to go ahead and get the stream going because you ain't paying attention. Now, I'm not saying it's a time to trade. We're not saying that. All right? I hate that. Get that out of here. But what I do like to know, and sometimes it could be off. There's a time that the trend, so yesterday was a perfect example. That trend change didn't happen until like maybe 11-ish. A little 11-ish. Now 12:30, 12-ish, it was making money. You know what I'm saying? But then it was a quick scalp, choppy day. You saw it. Just to give you a recap, Monday we was down a lot. Tuesday we was up a lot. Wednesday we was up a lot. All right. Monday we was down not from Good Friday. Good Friday the market was closed, but Thursday was the last trading day of the week. Last week. By the time we opened up over the weekend, the close holiday, it still was uncertainty was going on, and then market tanked. And what was crazy was we opened up $8 down, and I kept saying, "Oh, we bouncing. It got to be a bounce. I'm waiting for the bounce. We're going to catch the bounce." I don't think it's a bounce. I don't see no damn bounce. It was in the charts. So we was able to do the puts. Now this is the thing. We go ahead and you get the next day. Now, after Tuesday, you get him saying like, oh, everything's cool. We trying to come to the table with China and he's not firing. Oh boy, whatever, Tuesday. And then you go ahead and Tuesday after the market closed. So Monday after the market close is down. Tuesday before he says that after the market close, Mojak, Tuesday was going to be your turnaround Tuesday. Meaning that we dropped so much massively, we had to bounce. I wasn't sure we were going to bounce after the market Tuesday night or were we going to have opportunity to bounce Tuesday morning, whatever the case is. We bounce. Tuesday after the market close, he says those comments, goes crazy by the time we get into market Wednesday. And now we go up. You had your opportunity, in regards towards a little bit of a scalp, but then that was it, if you didn't really benefit from the calls from overnight. And like I said, I only kept that. If I didn't have the other XVX trade and made profit, that was gambling. It really was. I ain't gonna hold you. Who would have known that he was going to say that after the market closed? Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real here, people. But 11 o'clock or maybe that 2 would give you more of a direction sometimes. 10 to 11 is more of, okay, Are we going to have more volume, meaning we're going more in the direction that we was doing earlier when we open up? Or are we going to go ahead and are we going to just stay in this direction in regards to that breakout? So when they say breakout, like, is more volume coming in between 10 and 11? Because 11 through 2 is going to give us, especially 11, 12-ish, I noticed, could give you less volume because all of that morning rush from that 9:30 to 10 ain't there no more. And people that when I teach the charts to you, you understand that. So when we go to the spot, Tesla is like, what the hell are you doing, Tesla? So when we go back and you put that in motion, I'm looking at the fact of it going ahead and it keeps touching 543, but now it went to 542. So, SPY, I keep doing that. SPY goes ahead and it touched 543 again. It's going to go ahead and is it coming back to break 542? Then would it come back to 541? And then is it going to break 540? Because this happens just like it could touch something twice. It could touch it again. When it touches it on the upside, it could touch it again on the downside. So you're seeing 541 come into play and then 540. Literally what I just said of how it's a $2, $3 move on the scalps at this point. This will be the second time we lost 542.62. It will be the second time we're going back to 541.59. Will we drop 540? 540 will be, all right, cool. But anybody that would got in right here is like, whoa. And this is just a 1 minute. When you're looking at a 1 minute, it's hard to just decipher. On a 3 minute, which is why I like a 3 minute. 3 minute let me look at reversals and stuff. You can see that on a 3 minute, I could go ahead and I see that the demand zone is created. That means the buyers are there. It created right here around like 11, right? Around that change. And then around 11, 12. So not saying that every time around 11 o'clock we're going to get a trend change or something's going to happen. Not saying that. What I'm saying, though, is that demand creates. By the time, like I said, 15-minute move, you get here, back to 543.87, go over 543.29, so now that's a resistance if it goes back up. And then it dropped again at 542.62, but because demand is here, it could push it to go back up. So I want to look at the 5 minute, cool. I want to look at the 15. I want to look at the bigger time frames to see what's going on. 15. So you got that 30. And on the 30, it's sitting right on support of 541.59. So I would love to see how the next 30-minute candle go. To see, does that next 30-minute candle, because once again, it's going up, but it ain't going to be an easy going up. Like, that's how I can always tell you it's a chop. Then you had a W. But on the daily, you're still bullish. On your weekly, you're still bullish. The hourly, the 30-minute, you're still bullish. The small time frames, you're not. Well, you wasn't. To the 1. $541.91 is a support now too. And you see the chop yourself. So this was this morning. Play the bar replay. When people say, oh, I don't have time to watch the market. Okay, the best time to learn, and what I learned was when the market wasn't open. This bar replay, it will literally show you the candlesticks as they produce. Oh! Look what happened on 1 minute. Fair value gap. So you plot your lines, and if they keep touching it, and they either bouncing from it, then obviously that means it ain't going to be dropping. Because if you're bouncing, and that means you're doing a support. So that's how you kind of want to know, because